What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. We're going to be doing the final Demon Hendrickson fight, the blue Demon Hendrickson, the one that gives most people a lot of trouble, and we're going to be showcasing him with a new unit that people probably haven't seen too much about, Jericho. Now, before we get into that, a couple of things. When you beat this chapter, you unlock guild. I'm already, I have my own guild. It's already set up. I already beat the story yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever. People have been asking in the comment section, on Twitter, in DMs, whatever, do you have spot in your guild? I do not. My guild is currently full. Majority of my guild are people from my JP server that have just came over to global. So my guild is practically the same. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be spots in the guild at some point. Whenever I do have an opening, I always make a tweet about it. I never do anything else, like not on Discord, not on YouTube. So if you want to be in the guild at some point, you can follow me on Twitter and I'll have updates there. That being said, I don't want to give anyone unrealistic expectations of joining the guild. I'm not looking for casual players. I'm not looking for people who aren't actually like playing the game hard. I need people who actually play the game to be in this guild. And when I say that, I had a top 100 guild in JP and I'm looking for a top 100 guild here. Simple as that. Preferably you spend money, if not you're just like the most hardcore gamer, boy, girl, whatever. Like I said, I just want to make sure no one's expectations are unrealistic, so you're not waiting on something that you might not get. Next topic. Discord is available. If you guys want to join my Discord, link is down below. Feel free to join it. It's going to be an open public Discord server. Just have fun, 7 Deadly Sins stuff, and I'll be in there every now and then as well. That's going to be my main Discord that I'll use for my guild as well. Final thing is, people who don't know how to play on PC or on an emulator or what emulator I use, I'm using BlueStacks. BlueStacks link is down below. It is an affiliate link. It helps me out if you use it. It has 7 Deadly Sins kind of like pre-set up on there. If you download the link, if you download BlueStacks from that link and you open it up, it should have 7 Deadly Sins already there for you to install. This way you can play the game. I have no crashes on here. I can actually auto overnight with BlueStacks and never crash ever. I had a problem with other emulators giving me that, so hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Now, let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this. So I believe I had to set up my food first because I'm doing this a different way. I'm just going to go into a random mission very quickly. Okay, so eat a dish. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second. Let's use lifesteal. Okay, if I had HP food, it'd be better, but I don't have HP food. Now, let's go into the replay story. Go down to chapter 6. Gonna go to Saving Elizabeth. Go here. Taking one for a friend. And you can see here that this is the final form Hendrickson, blue Demon Hendrickson fight. The reason I went into that other screen to select food was because there's no option for you to select food here. But if you select it in a different menu first and then come here, it still works. Like I said, HP food is probably better in this situation, and the main reason for that is he uses a move that applies infect, and that ends up blocking your healing. So the lifesteal actually becomes useless half the time. I just wanted to use a food, so I'm using a food. This is the team that I'm rocking. This is a Jericho showcase. Meliodas is here because he has to be here. I might attack with him once or twice if someone dies. But the main key star of this is Jericho. People don't understand how broken she is. And this is going to be a perfect time to showcase it for you guys. If your CC is low, I have plenty of guides on how to work on gear, how to do Red Demon. Make sure you do those things and get yourself up. There's no reason, if you're struggling because you can't do enough damage or you're dying too fast, you just got to work on your account. Alright, there's no, you can't rush it. There's no, cheat codes. The only sort of cheat code is getting super lucky with Meliodas' full counter. Now, let's show off, let's show what this boss actually does. You can open up, people don't use this enough, and it's super important tool. Just hold down on his character or on your own character to see these things. You can see all of his stats here. Number of skills increased by 2, meaning he does 3 skills every turn. Decreases damage from ultimate moves by 30%. Decreases damage taken by counters by 50%. And immune to all debuffs. This is the big one. This means you can't freeze, you can't petrify him. These are his attacks. Sever just does a billion damage, but this is the move that's annoying because he infects for 1 turn. And then his move is also annoying over here as well. We're going to be showcasing Jericho. What does Jericho do? Her passive increases crit chance by 10% for each hero skill use. Starts off with 30%. If you use 5 skills, you're at 80%. You can go infinite amount of times. This could be at 200% crit chance. We're doing that because of this move. Her ultimate has Spike, 2 times crit damage. We want to nuke him, and we're going to be doing a lot of damage when we do that. So we're saving up for this. Her other moves work well together. She applies a debuff here, and she does 3 times damage if they have a debuff with this move. The fact that you can't debuff him means that this combination doesn't actually work. But we still need to build up her crit chance so that when we ult, it actually crits. You know, remember that characters have built-in crit defense, so just because you have 100% crit chance doesn't mean you're critting 100% of the time. It takes into account what they're doing first. I was recording this video before, and the first time I did it, I crit, and I just won, but I wasn't recording. Then the next time I'm like, oh, you know, let me record this time. Didn't actually crit with 90% crit chance twice. So I got really unlucky, and I have to go in again to do this. Now with Ban, you do not want to combine his cards. It is a complete waste to combine his cards. You want to keep them separately, and the reason for that is whenever he's about to do his ultimate, you take 1 gauge away. Like I said in the beginning, he does 3 attacks a turn. One of them is the ultimate attack. So if you remove the ultimate gauge, he no longer does the ultimate attack, but it's not like he uses another skill instead. He simply... Okay. You remove the ultimate gauge and he only does the other 2 attacks. Okay. That's fine. The bot is going to die next turn and I don't really care. It's just we're stalling for Jericho to get a little bit scaled up. This is going to be a short match. Now, I'm not taking any chances, so I'm actually not going to be using Jericho's move here. Actually, let's take a look at what Jericho's at currently. 70%. I really don't want to use... Okay, we're not doing it. The game's going to end after next round, so I don't mind combining here. Just to give Bond some more damage, HP. Nice. So he might live 1 attack. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, now the infect comes down, but it's already too late for you. Okay. 80%. What we're going to do is use this first. Actually, we won't even use the DN ultimate. What's his health at? 149. We're going to do 1, 2, and then 3. So this is why we run Jericho. And the thing is, she does not get that much love in this game. And I'll explain more once we end it off a little bit, right? Okay, please crit. 112k damage. No setup needed. Like, you know, you don't need... I hope in a better scenario she would have crit on the other attacks and that would have been perfectly fine. I could have guaranteed the W there. But this is fine. And we crit here. And we finish it off. Oh. Easy peasy. Not even It's too easy. Really? You're just not gonna die from that. Okay. Why you gotta do that to me, huh? Why? Why? You're prolonging this for what? For what? $19K. I think this will just kill him. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, I could have... the turn that I had the Dian ultimate, I could have just won there. But I wanted to try to finish it off with Jericho. The other thing is, I would have got really tilted if it didn't crit at 80% again. So this way I got up to 90% chance. The other two attacks didn't crit either. But you get a good idea of what this Jericho is capable of. Let's go here and, like, you know, go check out the Jericho again. This is why I have her so high on my tier list, is because she does insane amount of damage. Now, let's say you didn't have Jericho. What is the strategy to beating that Hendrickson? You need a Meliodas full counter, ideally a gold one, minimum a silver one, and you have to get so low without dying that you actually do a billion damage. I have a video on my channel where I did 155k damage to him with Meliodas. That was on JP. You have to like scroll back a little bit to find that video. But that gives you an idea of how to actually pull that off. But it's like, with here, all I had to do was use attacks. It's not like I had to do any setup. I just have to attack a lot. It's not that hard. And I could have won 5 turns earlier if I wasn't being stupid. Hopefully that explains it, gives you guys a little bit of insight as to how good this Jericho is. She's going to be offered in the coin shop next week. You know, when she does, buy her. Please do. You need her for Guild Boss when it comes out, and she can just nuke so many things. Amazing in PvP at the moment with the current meta of Dian King. Just do it. Just do it. Trust me. You're not going to regret it. If you guys already have Jericho, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys have a good one, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.